Now, the Delhi BJP unit has tweeted a new poster after Sisodia was arrested by the ED. In the new poster, the Delhi BJP is taking a dig at Sisodia, Jain and Kejriwal. The BJP has tweeted, and I quote, "Jain and Sisodia arrested, Kejriwal still free." We are also showing our viewers the poster on your screens right now. We're crossing over to CNN News 18's Anshul Singh, who's live with us. Anshul, decode this poster, these poster politics that are now erupting.
Well, if you see, this poster war between the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP has continuously been going on since Manish Sisodia was in fact named in that FIR by the CBI. This poster war between the Delhi BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party is continuously going on. And today, in the same line, the Delhi BJP has released a new poster saying Jodi number 1, and the caption that they have shared it with tells a lot about what the target of the BJP is and where is this entire war heading. It clearly states that ये तो अभी झांकी है, सरगना अरविंद केजरीवाल अभी बाकी है, which means that this is just a beginning, and the head of this entire corruption scandal that has come to the fore, Arvind Kejriwal, is still out, and the target of the BJP is going to remain on Arvind Kejriwal, because remember, even in the charge sheet that has been filed by ED, it has very clearly been mentioned that the meeting happened at the residence of Arvind Kejriwal, where Manish Sisodia was present along with the likes of Vijay Nair, and it was in that meeting where it was decided that the profit margins would be increased from 5% to 12%, and out of this 12%, 6% would be given to the Aam Aadmi Party as kickbacks. Now, eventually, these 6%, which translated into roughly 100 crores of kickbacks, was received by Aam Aadmi Party and was eventually used in the elections of Goa and Punjab, is what is being alleged. So, to probe on this, we are seeing that the ED has now arrested Manish Sisodia today. The ED is going to seek custody of Manish Sisodia in this entire matter. But yes, the politics around it, apart from the case, the politics around it is not going to stop today. The Delhi BJP is going to carry out a protest today as well outside the Aam Aadmi Party headquarters, where they are going to again ask for the resignation of Arvind Kejriwal now, because since both these ministers, Satyendar Jain and Manish Sisodia, have already resigned from their posts and their resignations have been accepted, the next target for the BJP is going to be CM Arvind Kejriwal, because yes, there are the name of Arvind Kejriwal is also mentioned in the charge sheet, not as an accused, but as someone who was present in those meetings, who eventually gave those heads up for this entire process to happen. So yes, this entire political war of words is going to continue over the next few days as well. What is going to be very, very interesting to see as what transpires in the court today, and how does the ED justify taking into custody Manish Sisodia after they have interrogated Manish Sisodia for over 16 hours inside the premises of the Tihar jail. So yes, the next few hours are going to be very, very interesting, and remains to be seen how does the ED now put forth its argument in front of the Rouse Avenue Court, where it is going to ask for a custodial inquiry of Manish Sisodia.
Absolutely. Anshul, just stay with us. We're also crossing over to understand more about the court happenings. We're crossing over to our legal correspondent, Ananya Bhatnagar, who's also live with us. Ananya, can you tell us about the legal options that are now available to Sisodia?
Well, it seems to be a double trouble for Manish Sisodia now, as after the Central Bureau of Investigations, in fact, the Enforcement Directorate has in fact jumped into this particular probe and has arrested Manish Sisodia. But we also have to understand that the arrest under the PMLA has a higher threshold, and with the difference between the PC Act and the PMLA basically is that under PC Act or under the CBI's case, a person can be arrested on suspicion, but when it comes to the ED's case, when it comes to the Prevention of Money Laundering Act, which is a special statute, there has to be a reason to believe that a person is prima facie guilty of a particular offence, and then only can the Enforcement Directorate actually arrest a particular person. There are higher safeguards under Section 19 of the PMLA under which the arrest is governed. So definitely there would be something that the Enforcement Directorate would have. There would be certain kind of evidence that the Enforcement Directorate would have while it had arrested Manish Sisodia, because they have to justify this particular arrest before the court of law, since the grounds of arrest are higher, since the threshold under the PMLA is much higher when it comes to an arrest being made under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act. And in fact, troubles can be mounting on Manish Sisodia, because securing a bail too is a very, very high has a high threshold, and a person has to justify that he actually deserves a particular bail, because we've seen in various cases of PMLA, whether we talk of Mr. Chidambaram, whether we talk of Satyendar Jain himself, that there is a very, very higher threshold, and securing a bail becomes very, very tough when it comes to a case under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act. So Sisodia might have to spend some more time inside the jail premises, but at this point of time, when our sources had told us that he was arrested after the jail superintendent was actually informed. The arrest memo was given to Manish Sisodia, and he was basically informed about the grounds of arrest, and the arrest memo was handed over to the jail superintendent. Later on, the Enforcement Directorate would today be taking formal custody from Special CBI Judge M.K. Nagpal's court when Manish Sisodia would be produced before the court today, and then the Enforcement Directorate would actually begin quizzing Mr. Manish Sisodia under its custody and what happens to this, because remember that all the statements that Manish Sisodia would be giving before the particular agency, before the Enforcement Directorate, since it's a federal bureau, federal probe agency, all the statements that are recorded under Section 50 of the PMLA are definitely admissible before the court of law.